Janie here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, my channel is all about sharing my tips and tricks on how to create a beautiful home and live your savviest life. But for today's video, I'm going to do something a little different. I am going to be unboxing my new toy that came in the mail recently. And it is, drum roll, it is my new camera. For those who've been following me on this channel, I started this journey about 6 months ago, and I'm super enthusiastic and super excited to be continuing this journey and sharing my tips and tricks with you. But during the 6 months, I've been just using my iPhone 6 camera, and although my iPhone 6 is great and has a wonderful camera in it, it just didn't have the potential that I wanted it to have. So I wanted to up my game, especially in the video shooting area. And one thing that I'm a firm believer in is that you need to progress in life in order to be happy. And that's a Tony Robbins quote, and I do think that, you know, as long as you're doing something, you're always improving, you're always growing mentally, spiritually, whatever, you're always educating yourself, learning, and doing better things with yourself. The more you know, the better you are and the better you can do. So I really think that after 6 months of shooting with my iPhone, I thought it was time for me to get a new camera. So here it is, yay! This is it. I know you can't really see it right now, and I will unbox it, but I'm really excited to share this moment with you guys and to be able to share shooting with this camera with you guys. The reasons why I picked this camera, and I did a lot of research, and this camera fit everything that worked for me. So it may not work for you necessarily, but for me, who is trying to improve my YouTube game and also trying to have a little bit more control with shooting my video, this was a reason why I chose this camera. I wanted something that was lightweight and easy to transport because I am going to be using it around and traveling with it. I wanted something that had an interchangeable lens so I can have a little bit more control with how I shoot. I wanted something that had a touchscreen capability so that I'm able to focus on certain things or just be able to maneuver things quickly. I wanted something that also had a good image stabilization factor because we all know when we are walking around that, you know, my iPhone is great, but it just doesn't have the image stabilization factor that I want. So, and another thing that was also important was that it had to have a flip-up screen so I can see myself, because right now with my iPhone, I'm not able to see myself. I have to prop it up at a certain point and sit and shoot at this only location because I don't know, you know, if I get up from it, what it's going to look like. So the flip-up screen is important. And then another factor that's important too is to have an external mic input, which is great, and this does. I think I've heard that the microphone in the camera itself is pretty good, but I think having an external mic just makes it that much better. And also I wanted something that wasn't going to break the bank and it's not going to be too expensive because this is my first introductory camera into creating better videos, and so I wanted something that was under $1,000. And I got, I think, this and the lens and my whole setup for under that. And the last factor that's important is having a really good autofocus, because when I'm out and about, I want the camera to be able to follow me and track me as I'm moving and not, you know, take its time to do that. So as we all know, Canon has an amazing dual pixel autofocus system, and if that's a hint right there, this is a Canon camera. So here it is. I'm super excited. Okay, let's unbox it. Okay, oh my goodness. This thing, it is bubble wrapped to, okay, it is bubble wrapped really well. Okay, here we go. There we go. And you see it right there? It is a Canon EOS M6. And like I said, it had everything that I wanted in a camera. and I'm super excited about it, so let's open it. Okay guys, I'm so excited. Let's start opening this thing. Here we go. All right, we've got, let's see what's in here. All right, we have the Canon camera strap, which looks like a pretty good quality strap. It's pretty thick, and I will be using this when I am shooting for sure. Next is, this looks like it is the battery charger. I don't know how long this battery is going to last me on this camera, but we will see. This looks like a pretty nice battery charger, a standard one. Next is the battery, and it looks like it's a lithium-ion 20 battery. You can see that right there. Let me open this thing. I read that it shoots like almost 200 and something pictures, but I'm not sure for video how long that will be. But there you go. That's the battery. It looks kind of small, so I'm not estimating that it's going to shoot for a long time, especially in video mode. I will probably get a second battery as a backup because the last thing you want to do is be out and about and run out of battery when you've got something to shoot. So yeah, there's the battery. And the next is the standard kit lens that it comes with, which looks like, you know, for me, I think 15 to 45 millimeter lens is a good standard lens that I'll be using to start with. I will be adding another lens, like a wide angle lens to my system, but this one is a good start. This feels pretty good. It is made of plastic, but it doesn't feel like it's cheaply made. You know, it has a good weight to it, and I'm excited to use it. There's the front of that, and it's an EFM mount, so keep that in mind. With the Canon M6, you need to have an EFM lens put on it, which can be a little limiting, but I think for me, just to start with, this is going to be a wonderful setup, and I'm really excited to start with that. So here is lock and unlock. So in order to use this lens, you need to unlock it. There you go, and that's how you can start. So there you go, that's the kit lens that it comes with. And so for the main camera, the body, here we go. And oh my goodness, it has a good feel to it. I can already tell without even opening this that it feels like a very well-made camera. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is such a beautiful looking camera. I got the silver and black version because I like that it gives it a vintage look. It reminds me of my old film camera that I used to shoot with when I was a teenager. You know, I do have a keen hobby in photography. I used to shoot with a Pentax film camera. And this camera is a great reminder to that. I'm not a professional photographer nor a videographer or a filmmaker, but I love to shoot with a good camera, and I have a really good DSLR, but it doesn't shoot video, so this is why I decided to go with this one. And look at that, it is gorgeous. I just love the two-tone. I think it's really nice. It has a rubberish grip right there. So it feels like when I'm holding it, it has a good firm grip. It also has a flip-up screen, which I am just going to love because when I'm shooting, I'll be able to look at myself and know exactly how to frame the view. And then if I want, I can shoot it that way, and then also tilts out this way if I want to be able to view it that way. This camera does not have a viewfinder, and I'm okay with that because for me it's not as important. I can just shoot everything using the LCD screen. I like the fact that this camera is a 24 megapixel APS-C sensor, which is great. And it also has a Digic 7 image processor in it, which is also wonderful for what I need. It has an LCD screen. It's gonna have a touch screen, which I'll show you later. And it has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth enabled. Also, it has an external mic right there. And that's important because I'm sure the internal mic might be okay, but it's always good to have an external mic, especially when you're outside and when there's a lot of wind. You need to minimize all the external noise. And Canon's dual pixel autofocus is amazing, so I am excited to shoot with that and show you what things it can do. And the cons of this camera were that it doesn't have 4K, which I'm okay with because at this point, shooting for 4K is not a priority for me. I just want to get better from shooting with my iPhone, and I think this is a wonderful step up to that. Once I get better and through time, if I feel like I do need to shoot with 4K, I may consider expanding my camera or video equipment to a 4K one at that time. But for now, this is perfect. And so one of the cons for this camera is that it's an EFM mount lens, which it uses EFM mount lenses, which are a little limiting. But for me, with just starting out with YouTube and just creating some content, like I said with the 4K, at this time, I'm not looking for a wide range of lenses. I think with the kit lens that it comes with, I just need to add one more wide angle lens to my collection. And I think with those lenses, I think I'll be good to go. I really don't need to have a huge collection of different types of lenses. So that is it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me unboxing my new toy, my new Canon EOS M6. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this little beautiful camera. I just love the two-tone. I think, like I said, it's really vintage looking, and I'm super excited to start shooting with it. And I think this is a great camera if you're looking for a small, compact, mirrorless camera with interchangeable lens. One that has a flip-up screen and one that you're able to vlog or use on YouTube. For someone like me who's looking to up my game, I think this is the perfect choice. And if you guys want to know where I got it, I'm going to put a link in the description below on where you can find this camera and where you can find the lens. And if you have any questions, guys, leave a comment below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button so I can continue to share my tips and tricks on living a savvy life and creating a beautiful home. And thank you guys again so much for watching. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day and stay savvy.